The former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Local Government, John Kashaka, has blamed the Bank of Uganda for the loss of 4.2 billion shillings meant to procure bicycles for local councillors. Kashaka, who is still in prison, was convicted in 2014 for causing government a financial loss. The details.
John Muhangu's Kashaka, together with 5 others, were in 2014 sentenced to 10 years imprisonment by the Anti-Corruption Court after they were found guilty of causing government a financial loss of 4.2 billion shillings in the batched purchase of LC1 bicycles, prompting him to run to the Superior Court for appeal. The Court of Appeal upheld the conviction and sentencing, which prompted Kashaka and his 2 fellow convicts to appeal against the decision in the Supreme Court. Today, the matter returned for hearing via video conferencing. A panel of justices, led by the Chief Justice, Alfonso Owunyidolo, sat to hear his appeal. Kashaka's lawyers, led by senior counsel Mark Dusman Kabiga, told court that the central bank should be the one to fault in the loss of 4.2 billion shillings. Lawyers of the accused insist that Bank of Uganda has all the right to question Citibank and demand for accountability of the 4.2 billion instead of the Ministry of Local Government.
That Bank of Uganda decided to refer these discrepancies to Ministry of Local Government instead of referring them to the confirming bank. There is a confirming bank, Citibank, and its role was to ascertain the documentation for this transaction, and they were paid to do that.
Prosecution, led by Josephine Namatovu, declined the submissions from the defense lawyers, also insisting that the accused are responsible for the loss.
He had been charged with causing financial loss. The prosecution case against him is neglect of duty. We pray that he is dismissed. The convictions.
All these submissions were for 5 minutes, and now both parties will have to put in their written submissions to enable court give its ruling on notice.
And I'll give you 3 days from when you are served with.
Lawyer Mark Dusman Kabiga and Evans Ocheng now want their clients out of jail, citing they are not the ones to be blamed for the loss.
He was not part of the 40%, and so our argument is that there will be no loss occasion from Israel. So we hope the court will agree with us and give judgment in his favor. We feel the lower court was unfair to him, and the orders of compensation, even when they did not charge him with causing loss, and yet at the end of it they order him to refund that money.
Because he did no wrong. It's as simple as that. All he did was provided for under the law.
Kashaka, who was on video conferencing now, waits for the verdict of court on whether he's acquitted or he will have to remain in prison and serve his full 10 years of sentence. Flavia Ninkuze, CTV, PM Edition.